Great day, great people. Welcome back to Woven Fix Your Crown with your crown adjuster, Jamie Gabriel. Let's get started. You are amazing. You are wonderful. You are beautiful. You are gorgeous. You are handsome. You were created to be on this earth at this point in time to change the narrative for you, for those around you. Whatever it is that you were purposed to do, that is why you are here. So let's celebrate and be excited about you being here and the things that you were purposed to do and that you are going to operate and walk in them in their totality. So what are we talking about today? I want to speak to the hearts of those that are struggling. A lot of us say the struggle is real. Everyone has a different emphasis on what a struggle is for them, how they handle the struggle, if they don't handle the struggle, who they can go to when they're struggling. And I just want to speak to your heart today. I just want you to know that just because people don't post about their struggles, don't mean they're not struggling. Just because their appearance don't look like they're struggling, doesn't mean that they're not struggling. And those who may look like they're struggling, because that is your perception of what struggling looks like, they may not even be struggling. They could be at peace. They could be just flowing through life, just having a grand old time, but because you have a perception in your mind of what struggling is, you assume that the person who looks like they're struggling is struggling, and the person who does not look like they're struggling are the ones that really are struggling. The first step to understanding your level of struggling is admitting that you're struggling. Now, you can't admit it to everybody because everybody does not have your best intentions in mind. But if you feel that you are struggling, whatever area that you're struggling in, you can get a journal and an ink pen and you can write that down. That way you can start working through the process to get over the moments of you struggling. Do you have people in your life that you can speak to about the struggle, whatever you're struggling with, that is a no judgment zone, right? Because when we are going through whatever we're going through, we don't need everybody telling us really their opinion. Sometimes you just need somebody to listen to you so that you can get that thing out that is sitting inside. Struggle don't last always. It doesn't. It may feel like it when you're in it. And again, like I said, everybody has a different level and different idea of what struggling is, and what people are struggling through. When you're struggling through a mental battle, it's way more than anyone could ever imagine, because they are not inside your mind. They don't know what things you are going through, but the thoughts you are having, and sometimes even trying to express those thoughts of struggle may not come out the way someone else can receive them, right? They may then think that there is something really wrong with you, that it may not be that thing. But when you are able to learn how to deal with that mental struggle on different and varying levels, you can overcome them. When you're dealing with emotional struggles, again, everyone does not handle their emotions the same way. So sometimes when we are trying to communicate what is going on with our emotions and why we're struggling, if they've never experienced that, they can't speak to that thing that you're going through. Great morning, beautiful Monique. How are you? That physical struggle. Sometimes the physical struggle is like, really, maybe you're not getting out of bed because you're suffering through a mental and emotional struggle, right? But it may not necessarily mean that your limbs aren't working and things like that. that physical struggle may be attached to some mental and emotional struggles that you are trying to deal with as well. The spiritual struggle is, again, that one's really deep. That one really takes you to another level. Everyone cannot handle when you are going through your spiritual levels of growth. Everyone may not understand your sense of enlightenment or speech of enlightenment, things that you start to allow to roll off of you. And it may not be a struggle for you anymore, but it may be a struggle for somebody else. So don't discount that. And then financial struggles. Everybody goes through a financial struggle at some point in their life. And the best thing is try not to judge that person. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what they've been through, and why they're struggling. If you have tips on how to help them overcome, great, share them. If you don't, then just keep it to yourself, because everyone cannot handle being beat down even more while they're struggling. So what I want to do is encourage you today that if you are struggling mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, or financially, take some time to write down what you're struggling with. Work through the why you're struggling through those things. Did you let too many people in that gave their opinions but didn't know your whole story? So then what you're taking on is all of their opinions and you've left yours to the side. The struggle can be real, and it's not just in your head. Don't let people discount when you're struggling. Your struggle is different from anybody else's struggle, but you can get through it. You will get over it. You will have success if you choose to. If you choose to get out the struggle. Getting out the struggle is a choice. Every day it's a struggle. And I mentioned to my sister yesterday, I said it's a struggle for me not to flip the script. And so for those who don't understand that, meaning there was a point in my life where I was a pistol, and not in a good way. And I had to learn how to channel that energy and use it when I need to use it, and not just deploy it every day and hurt people. And now I purpose myself to be as peaceful as I can, to help, to share, to encourage, to build, and edify. But I can tell you, it's a struggle sometimes not to go back to where I was, because that was comfortable for me, to just let it rip, just to keep it 100, to do and say how I want to. But now I want to take on that sense of appreciation for people, understanding that my words have power, and I could add to somebody's struggle if I don't check how I speak to them. So just remember, everybody is struggling with different things at different times. And you're right, Monique, everybody and everyone will go through their own season of struggle. So let's be sensitive. Let's provide grace. Let's remember that we got brand new mercies every day. And if we leave the person and the things that hindered us yesterday in yesterday, and remember that today is a brand new day, and we have the opportunity to change for what the struggle was from yesterday to something positive today, let's do that. Be encouraging to somebody today. Let them understand and know that you know and understand and feel their pain through their struggle. And you're not there to necessarily solve it, but you have a listening ear. So just remember, the struggle doesn't last always. The first step is admitting it. The next step is working through it. And the final step is loving yourself as you go through the struggle, knowing that you will struggle on different levels, on different things, but it is okay, and you will make it through. So until next time, have a peaceful, struggle-free, blessed, amazing, joyful, marvelous, beautiful day. I love you all to life, and I hope this message helped you, because it definitely helped me. Thank you, and goodbye.